Hello, welcome to the Voice of Vietnam Manufacturing interview series. My name is Chris, and my goal in 2023 is to interview 52 professionals working in the manufacturing industry. I want to share their stories with you. I am a sourcing expert based here in Ho Chi Minh City with 10 years of experience. Today, allow me to introduce you to...
Just like with cotton, if you have long staples, spin it tightly, you have less hair. If you look at it under a microscope, is that true with wool? Is the same? If the staples of the wool yarn are long as possible, and you spin it tightly?
This is for sure facilitating, but most is due to the twist.
The twist per inch?
Twist per inch or turn per meter. Yeah. The more you twist, the more you keep the fiber close to the body of the yarn.
So less hair, less hair.
But on the
ends sticking out.
But on the other side, the yarn or the fabric is becoming harsher.
What is the most common treatment to help soften?
Okay, let's go one step back. What is making wool a little bit harsh and itchy? If you look at the fiber of wool under the microscope, you will see the fiber has scales, like a fish skin. So when you touch, I don't have a suit today, but when you touch a suit, you can feel that anyway. That it's not like when you touch it's less fluffy and kind of harsh. This is also because of the twist, but also because the surface of the fiber of wool has these scales that we can feel with our touch. Okay, so when you go for flat knitting or circular knitting, the thing to do is to remove these scales. You cannot remove them completely. It's also not logical because they are giving cohesion, fiber to fiber friction to the yarn, but you can damage them. And by damaging them, you will have a hand feel that is more slippery and less harsh. This can be in different ways. It can be a mechanical treatment, can be a chemical treatment, can be also an electrical treatment. There are different ways to do it that are using chemicals or not using chemicals, but the effect is complete.
So what is the most common and economical from a commercial perspective? Electrical, mechanical, or chemical?
For sure, the chemical one is the more economical. For sustainability, a little bit less. There are now chemical treatment that they don't use as strong chemical as in the past. Is what we call non-chlorine, because normally you do a chlorination of the wool in order to achieve this fiber slide damaging that is giving the effect. So let's say that for sure still the chlorination is the main one, but the others are also a little bit growing in demand because of sustainability.
Is silicone fit into wool?
No, this is how it was done in the past. When we talk about silicone, if you talk about the treatment and we talk about total easy care treatment. Total easy care treatment is removing the scales, but also covering the fiber with a film, so the wool, when you wash it, will not felt. If you want to use it dry it in a tumble dryer, then we need to use something also that is thermoresistant. Okay? In the very past, this was done with silicone, but nowadays it's done with other kind of resin, not really silicone. Resin. That are anyway chemical, but they're not, let's say, as toxic as silicone itself.
Thanks for listening. Is your business struggling because of delays out of China or quality control issues in India? When is a good time to explore Vietnam and get answers to your questions? I offer 8 webinars each month, every Wednesday, 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening. I cover various topics like comparing China to Vietnam, comparing the north to the south of Vietnam, talking about small quantity versus large quantity. One of the webinars focuses on the first 3 steps that you need to get started working with factories in Vietnam. I also allow for 20 minutes at the end of each webinar for questions and answers. So if you join the webinar, prepare your questions and I'll do my best to answer. Links to join the webinar are in the description below, or you can use the link for Calendly and schedule a one-on-one chat with me. Let's work together to find the right factory fast. I wish you all the best and look forward to meeting you one day here in Vietnam.